Amandla. Viva EFF, viva. Viva EFF, viva. Kula EFF, kula. Tata EFF, tata. Tata EFF, tata. Down with the DA, down. Down with Cyril Ramaphosa, down. Down with the ANC, down. Thank you very much. Deputy President of our organization, Commissar Floyd Shibambo, and our Secretary General, Commissar Marshall Dlamini, the National Chairperson, GSG, and the Treasurer General. I salute the Provincial Chairperson together with your Provincial Secretary and all those who were elected with you. I salute the leadership of all the regions who are here today. I salute all of you, the ground forces of the EFF who came out in their numbers to come and be part of history. I also want to send my greetings to the pastors who prayed for us, and also send my message to all the business people who made a contribution to this organization and to this event. We salute all those business people who always put their money where their mouth is, who say we support the EFF and are prepared to take the risk and sponsor this militant and radical organization. I salute Abu Koko, Nabumkulu in a tent. Thank you very much for coming here to our occasion. Comrades, I'm in the Western Cape, where John van Riebeeck landed in 1652. And when he arrived on the 6th of April, 1652, our problems started. From 1652 until today, the black people are suffering under the great-grandchildren of a criminal called John van Riebeeck, who stole our land. And today his great-grandchildren say this is their land. The children of land thieves cannot claim our land as their own. They must know that we know the truth of what happened since 1652. We are here today in the Western Cape, where people are saying this province must be independent from South Africa. They say so because they want this province to be a province of white people. They want this province to be a mini Europe. This is not a mini Europe. This is Africa. Western Cape is part of South Africa, and Western Cape will not go anywhere. Those who are against white supremacy and those who are against colonialism, on the 29th of May, you must vote for land and jobs now, and you must vote to stop the load shedding. Deputy President, I'm not here necessarily to launch a manifesto, because I've been speaking all over and you have been listening. I am here to tell all the doubting Thomases that EFF exists all over South Africa, including in the Western Cape. We are here in Kukule too where our people are suffering, because that is where we belong. But we know that once we vote on the 29th of May, the suffering of our people will come to an end. Comrades, we are in big trouble. And I was asking Vuyani, who claims to be closer, and I said, if I say in public, Siseka game, will I be saying something wrong? Because Siseka game, comrade, your president is a criminal. Cyril Ramaphosa is a criminal who hates an arm of the state called the executive. Ramaphosa was told in Parliament that your child got 500,000 from Busasa. He immediately answered and said his child got the money from Busasa because his child has got a consultancy company. And that consultancy company is doing work with Busasa. After responding like that, he immediately wrote a letter to the speaker to give a different answer. That no man, that 500 was not for that. Actually, the 500 was for donation to CR17. I made a mistake. Let's take it that the 500 is for CR17 as he claims. But this other 500 which he said is for the child who did work with Busasa and he saw the document and evidence. What about it? Is it still there, or the new answer is what should stay? Now what happened is that this man went to NPA, and the NPA investigated this matter. And I want to tell you the facts so that they don't say we're fabricating a story. When the NPA conference was held at Kopano Conference Center in Israel from 27 to 28 May 2019, the people who were in that meeting, it was Batoi, it was Rodney de Kock, it was Anton de Plessis. Also present was Panuel Matuna, Fosi Bigoli, Lassen Naidu, and General Libya, and Bulelani Muga. Du Plessis facilitated that meeting. In that meeting, the Financial Intelligence Center was making a presentation. A prosecutor who was investigating this matter of Cyril Ramaphosa and Busasa, who had a docket. That prosecutor was called Mr. Sirunye, Deputy Director, who asked the Financial Intelligence Center whether they will help him with information relating to President and Busasa because he's got a docket to investigate that matter. What happened? Batoi stood up in that meeting and said to Sirunye, this matter will be discussed privately, and then took away the docket from prosecutor Sirunye. Till today, prosecutor Sirunye doesn't know where the docket is. Till today, Batoi has never told us where is the docket of a criminal Cyril Ramaphosa, which he took from prosecutor Cyril. Ramaphosa was protected by Batoi because if the National Prosecuting Authority was independent, Cyril Ramaphosa will be in jail today. Again, Mokwe, former Chief Justice said, Cyril Ramaphosa failed to declare CR17 in Parliament, and because he was a member of Parliament, he was supposed to declare all the monies that went into CR17. Our problem started when Cyril started receiving the money for CR17. Millions of monies were paid into CR17 account. Cyril Ramaphosa was the deputy president of the country till today. Is not being held accountable as to why he has not declared the money. Again, a former Chief Justice was leading a panel that investigated Phala and said the president has got some questions to answer. Therefore, you must do an investigation. When Parliament was supposed to do an impeachment process to investigate Phala, the ANC used its majority to block that investigation. All service providers when she was a minister of defense. Let me tell you, when they raided Mapisa Ngakula's house, they found a Louis Vuitton bag of 400,000 in a house of a speaker. But the police were looking for that bag because the woman who was buying her gifts, which were not declared in Parliament, was always taking pictures and sending to her, do you like this bag? Oh, this is nice, wonderful. She gave the police all of those pictures. So they went to the house to go and look for the money and the gifts that were given to Mapisa Ngakula, the head of legislature. Now we come to the third arm of the state. There are three arms of the state. That is what constitutes South Africa. Chief Justice Zondo says the ANC did a good job by electing Ramaphosa as a president. How can a judge speak about internal political matters of the ANC, because a judge must be neutral and the judge must speak through their judgment, and a judge must speak about matters that are before them? Now, Mokwe was taken to Judicial Conduct Committee when he commented about Israel. Wrong as he was disciplined by judiciary for speaking politics. But he was talking outside politics. Here you've got a person who doesn't only speak about inside politics, he speaks about internal party politics of how the ANC was right by electing Ramaphosa. Now, once a judge starts speaking politics, he ceases to be a judge. He is now a politician. And by the way, I sit in Judicial Service Committee where we appoint judges. When we're appointing Chief Justice,
Zondo got 3 votes. That's how much the whole committee did not have confidence in Zondo. But Ramaphosa went to appoint Zondo even when Zondo got 3 votes. And Maya got the majority of the votes. He appointed Zondo because they knew they are together in undermining the Constitution of South Africa. They say Mapisa Ngakula is the one who defended Ramaphosa in Parliament when Ramaphosa was supposed to be held accountable. Why? She knew they are together in violating the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa. We are led by people who don't respect their oath of office. All 3 arms of the state are compromised. Now, as if that is not enough, they appoint a public protector who, since she was appointed, there is no single case that you can say as the public was so proud of this investigation of the current public protector. She is not a public protector. She is presidential protector. She is Ramaphosa protector. As if that is not enough, now you have the leader, the head of NPA, the NDPP, Batoyi, taking cases from independent prosecutors to defend the politicians. We cannot go into this campaign without exposing how rotten this government is. This government is rotten to the core, and you are the only ones who can stop the rot on the 29th of May. Not only Ramaphosa is messed up, then there is an old woman here called Helen Zille with Botox. She's refusing to age. She's injecting herself every morning. Helen Zille hates the people of Western Cape. Helen Zille does everything in her power to isolate Africans and colors in the Western Cape and promote white supremacy. The DA here in Western Cape hates Kailicha, hates Langa, hates Kukuletu, because that's where our people are found. The DA gives business to gangsters and the underworld. Today, in this province, gangsterism is the order of the day. Today, the criminals are going house to house, collecting money, calling it protection fee. And J.P. Smith doesn't speak about the crime that is happening in the township. When they speak about crime, they speak about the suburbs, and they don't care about our people. The DA has demonstrated that it has got no capacity to lead, because it says we can't go and collect rubbish bins because the gangsters are attacking us. How can a government be scared of gangsters? It is because that gangsterism is happening in the townships. Fighters, you cannot be complainants. You have to go and reclaim the streets of Guguletu and reclaim the streets of Western Cape from criminals. and protect our innocent women and children. Yeah, in Guguletu, they killed Pito of Sochila because he refused to pay a protection fee. When he refused to pay a protection fee, they killed him. Where is Musoli today? The old man who ran a successful butcher that was attracting tourists here in Kukuletu. Apart from being sick, Mzoli was a victim of gangsterism that demanded money for protection. We cannot allow this province to be run by Portsmouth Prison. This province is being run from Portsmouth Prison by gangsters. By 26, by 27, which steals money and give the DA politicians who come and campaign with dirty money. The corruption of Western Cape has got a white face, and we must not be scared to call it out, because corruption is done by white people in Western Cape. We don't speak about the corrupt in the Western Cape who are in cahoots with criminals in Portsmouth Prison to put our people in perpetual trauma. We need to stop the gangsterism from Portsmouth Prison. Comrades, here in Cooks and everywhere else, our people live on top of each other in the shacks without water, without flushing toilets. You will never be a human being if you don't have a flushing toilet. That is the only difference between you and animal. When you go to the toilet, you must not see what you left in the toilet. Only animals must see what they left in the toilet. That's why in the Western Cape, we must make sure our people get land and they are properly housed. Comrades, I'm very happy that you are brought by taxis. We need to support the taxi owners. We need to support the taxi drivers. When the EFF government comes in, we are going to subsidize the taxis the same way we are subsidizing the buses. Why are you subsidizing the taxis? Because you work very far from where you stay. We don't want transport to be expensive for you, the people of Kukuletu. We are going to give these taxis permits on time only if they are in good condition. Our taxi owners, our taxi drivers must not put our people in mobile coffins. They must put them in taxis that are roadworthy. And every taxi that is roadworthy must get its permit and must get its permit on time. We are not promoting anarchy. We are happy to be associated with taxis not only in the Western Cape, all over South Africa, the EFF and the taxi industry, we are one thing. Why? These are two things that are owned by black people without the interference of a white man. The taxi industry is owned by blacks. The EFF is owned by blacks. The two institutions in South Africa that are 100% black owned. That's why the struggle of taxis is our struggle. Comrades, they are extorting money from these taxi drivers because they want to steal more from our own poor brothers. We are here to say to the taxi industry, we shall march together on any day to raise the plight of our people. Comrades, we want you to have land. And when we say we want you to have land, we don't mean land in Gugulet. We mean land in Camps Bay. We mean land in all the proper areas, including Stellenbosch. Not only land to stay, the land to farm. There is no white farmer that is going to be removed from the land. We are just going to say to the white farmer, the land is too big for one man. We are going to share this land and we are going to work it together. Those of you who are here to record on behalf of Johan Rupert, please tell him when we take over, that is the first land we are going to take in Stellenbosch from Johan Rupert. Johan Rupert is not our father. He cannot feed us. We can feed ourselves. Give us the land so that we can show you that we are the most productive nation all over because we are the hard workers. I want you to farm grapes. I want you to produce wine, not for you to drink, to sell to the drinkers and make money out of that wine. I don't want you to drown in the wine. I want you to convert it into business. Comrades, we want you to be the owners of the land because that is the only thing that can restore your dignity. When you don't have a piece of land, you are like a child. That's why our mothers were called during apartheid as domestic workers. They were called girls. And our fathers were called boys because only boys and girls cannot own the land. So when you don't own the land, it reduces you into a child. That's why no one can respect you. In your own family, when you stay in a back room and your sister stays in a squatter camp in a shack, when there is a funeral and they call a family meeting and you are sitting there, your sister just arrives and there is no chair, the first target is you. Stand up, let her sit down. She's from far. Then, but when can the date of the funeral be? You are the first one to talk. You, the one who stays in a back room. You say, no, the funeral can be on Saturday. But wait, let people talk first. Your own mother says that to you. Wait, let people talk first. Wait. Because you don't have the land. And therefore, people don't respect the people who do not own property. So the demand for the land is a restoration of your dignity. We want you to walk around being very proud of knowing a piece of land. Here in Cooks, it's Sunday today.